Good morning, children. This is your social science class, and in this class, we will continue our chapter Urban Livelihoods. Before we start today's class, children, let's quickly take a look what we have done in our previous classes. In our previous classes, children, we have learnt about the work that people do on streets, that is working on the street. Hawkers, vendors, fruit seller, vegetable sellers, and then we have studied about the hawkers and the hawking zones. Then we have studied yesterday's class in the market, that is working in the market. There are many shopkeepers who work in the market. They have their own shops. Then we have also studied about the conditions of these people, conditions of the people who work on their own in the market, or who are the shop owners, what they have to do, and how they will manage their showrooms. Then we have also studied about the differences between permanent shopkeepers and casual, or you can say hawkers and vendors. Right, children? So now in today's class, today's topic, we will study about the work in the office area. You know, children, that many people in the cities go to office. They work in the office area. In the offices, they are managers or superintendent or for some other works. So now we will study the works in the office area. Now in the cities, children, in the office there are two types of people which are found in these areas in the cities. One at the labor chowk. A labor chowk is also there in the cities. Now what is this labor chowk? Labor chowk is a place, or you can say a mazdoor adda we call it. These are the places where laborers gather in the morning to find work. In the morning, they all sit at places which are called as labor chowk. Like in Panipat, you must have seen, some of you have seen that early morning near Sanjay Chowk, many laborers are standing on the footpath with their equipments. So these people are the laborers, or you can say these are also the daily wage laborers who are ready to work for wages. And these people, they do any type of work, like they do loading and unloading of trucks. Then they build walls, or you can say building work, constructional laborers are there. Then masons are there, or you can say the whitewashers are there, and digging, laying of pipes, all those works are done in the labor chowk. So they wait with their tools, the people come and hire them for the work. They work for day, and at particular day they will earn the money. Now in these cities, another type of employment that we are seeing nowadays are call centers. Now what are these call centers? Children, you must have in your phones there is a call center number, or toll free numbers are there. If you have any problem related to banking, ticket booking, or if you have purchased any items, you want to complain for them, there are toll-free numbers given. So these are the numbers which are of call centers of the company. And in these call centers, 24 hours your call is being taken up. So this is a new type of employment in cities where people just answer your call. They just answer your calls and help you regarding the problems if you have with any services related to your services, any services like of your phone or your banking or your ticket booking, etc. So any type of problem you are having or you want to have knowledge, then these call centers take up your call and they answer your queries. These are called as call centers. So generally these call centers are set up in large rooms. These are air conditioned rooms with workstation. They have a computer and a telephone line. And these air conditioned buildings or air conditioned halls, they provide computers and phone line to their workers, and these workers take up your call and help you out in any of your problems. Nowadays India has become the major center of these call centers, and many foreign companies also set up their call centers in India because they have to work on phone line, they just have to receive a phone call. So many foreign companies set up their call centers in India, and it is giving employment to a lot of Indian people. Now why these foreign companies they set up their call center in India? This is because of two reasons, that here in India they get people who know how to speak English, who know how to speak English, because in India English is also one of the common language which people knew and learnt. And secondly, they get people who are ready to work, at lower wages. That means here in India they will hire a person who will work at low amount. If they hire a person in any of their companies like in America or in London, they have to pay more. But here in India, people are ready to work at lower wages. So many foreign companies have set up their call centers in India because of these two reasons. Now the next topic of today's class is permanent worker, that is in the offices, permanent workers who are working in the offices. In your book an example of Sudha was given, who was a managing director in a biscuit manufacturing company. So because Sudha is a permanent worker, so she get regular salaries, unlike the casual worker which we have discussed yesterday. She get regular salary, then she has job security, right? We have discussed in yesterday's class that the casual workers do not have job security. Then their work is clearly identified, what work they have to do, for how much time they have to work, their working hours are fixed, unlike the casual workers where they have to work for long hours. But because she works in an office and she is a permanent worker, so her working hours are fixed. Then she get other benefits also along with his salaries. She enjoys many benefits, like she get old age pension. You must have known about old age pension. Many of you's grandparents must have been taking pension. The old age pension means that a part of the salary is kept with the government department. And when the person retires at the age of 58 or 60, that amount with the interest on that amount is paid to the person. So when the person retires at the old age, he is not able to work, but still he will get pension. This facility is only available to permanent workers. Then she gets holidays also, off on holidays, unlike Nirmala, which we have studied. A casual worker, if she works 7 days, she will get 7 days wages. If she works 5 days, she will get 5 days wages. But here in permanent workers, these people get all the Sundays off, and they also get national holidays. Like we have the holiday on 15 August, 26 January, Diwali, Dashera. We get those holidays off, and the salary is not cut off. They will get salary for the whole month. Unlike Nirmala. Nirmala gets salary if in a month there are 2 national holidays and 4 Sundays. So, and she works for the whole month, then she will get salary only for 24 days, because these 4 Sundays and 2 national holidays she is not working, so her salary will be cut. So she will get salary for 24 days, whereas the permanent worker will get salary for the whole month. They will get these Sundays and national holidays off. Then these permanent workers also get medical benefits. Like some companies provide them medical insurance also. They reimburse the medical amount given to the persons. Now some companies gave them the money which they spend on medicines, and some companies also gave medical leaves to their employees. So this is the medical benefit which they get, because they are the permanent workers, so they get all these benefits, and they are not asked to leave anytime. There are certain type of agreements with these persons, and they have their job security. Now let's quickly differentiate, or we can compare these permanent workers and the casual workers. Now we have studied in your chapters who is a permanent worker. The example is given of Sudha in your book, and casual worker Nirmala, who works in a export factory. She works in the tailoring unit. So these examples are given in your book. Now permanent worker, as I have told you, that they get regular salary. Children, this is your back exercise question also. So you can take help from here also. And they do not get regular salary. Right? Casual workers do not get regular salary. Then second could be that they have job security. Right? They cannot be asked any time to leave. They do not have job security, is not there. Then there are fixed working hours. Fixed working hours are there. Fixed working hours are there for these people. Here they work for longer hours. Right, children? Then these people get old age pension, saving for old age is there, and here they do not get old age pension. Right, children? And then next could be what else? They get Sundays off, whereas they do not get Sundays off, Sundays or national holidays, right? National holidays off, but they do not get. If they take off, their salary is cut. Then medical benefits are given to them. Whereas these casual workers, no medical benefits are given. You can frame as much point as you want in these points. So we have discussed some points that how a permanent worker is different from a casual worker. Right, children? So after going through this, do take a reading of your chapter and do the assigned work. See the PPT and watch the YouTube link and the video provided to you all. Bye bye.